All through our drive home, she was very talkative. She could not say anything. I kept on asking her. We were even teasing her that cry, auntie, you like this, you're crying to come home. She didn't say anything. She got home. Immediately she got into the house. She switched off all the lights and lay down. So to eat, she did not eat that day. The next day, because she's diabetic, all she did was took her insulin, slept. The next day she woke up, took insulin, and then came down and ate. Warmed the food of the day before and ate with her younger brother. We were in the house up till 11 p.m. She came to my room and said, Mommy, I just vomited. I asked her, are you feeling sick? She said, do you want us to go to the hospital? She said, no, tomorrow we'll go to the hospital. But by 4:35 a.m. in the morning, my daughter woke me up that, Mommy, I want warm water. Gave her warm water. She drank. The cup she drank with, the water was finished, but she did not put the cup down. She kept, it was just, I said, okay, Dido, because we call her Dido, the water is finished, put the cup down. She kept the cup down and continued with her hand.
She now positioned her hand as if she was holding a cup to drink water.
That was when I realized that all is not well. So I now quickly was making to dress her. She started fighting me. Don't touch me, leave me alone, leave me alone. Managed to dress her. We brought her down, took her to the hospital. When we walked into the hospital and they saw her state, they immediately inserted a drip for her. And because she was so weak, they did not want her to be moving to the toilet. They wanted to insert a catheter. They saw a discharge. And because she's diabetic,
they saw a discharge from her private part.
Vagina. Because she's diabetic, they thought it was candidiasis. So later again, they wanted to take a vaginal swab. This time, the discharge came like a whole lump. So what the doctor did was the doctor just wrapped it. The doctor just wrapped it and said they should take it for test. Took her urine for test. So by 1 p.m., about that, the doctor came to me and called me and said, Madam, at this time, she was now struggling, fighting. They had to restrain her. And the catheter, all she wanted to do was, I just want to go and pee. Please, you people should just let me go and pee. So when the doctor came, he called me and told me that my daughter's urine revealed a lot of dead spermatozoa.
Dead sperm?
Yes, sir. And then that lumpy thing they took, thinking it was a discharge, was actually condom, latex, condom. And the motions my daughter has been going through points to the fact that my daughter was molested, probably raped, and she was just living through all the trauma. So at that point, I called the school matron and the principal and told them I would like to discuss something with them in the hospital and gave them the address. And they said they were coming. That was at Queen's Clinic in Wuse Zone 6. So I now called the house father of my son. And I told him, and he asked me, I wanted to actually speak to my son to find out if he heard any story of what happened to his sister. I did not reveal whatever the doctor had told me. So he asked me how Karen was doing. That's Mr. Chuka Okafo. He asked me how Karen was doing, and I told him she wasn't doing too well. She was still unconscious. The next thing he said was, Madam, don't worry. We'll get to the bottom of this so that it doesn't happen to another child.
His name is what?
Mr. Chuka Okafo.
A staff of that school? A teacher?
Yeah. No, a house father.
Okay.
Stays in the hostel. So I called the nurse, Mrs. Bridget Tiongi, who is also from my place, and I had expected she would care for Karen. But I still did not disclose what happened to her. And she said, she spoke in my language, but what it meant was that...
Say it exactly before translation.
Mommy kakwaga sifaona ese wankwa ken. Mommy, it's no problem. We'll get to know who did something to our daughter.
That Mrs. Who telling you this?
Miss Bridget Tiongi. So the school did not come to the hospital until about 4:45, 5 p.m. thereabout. So the matron and the principal said he couldn't come, so he was the head of pastoral.
That came?
Yes, and the matron, Mrs. Grace Salami. And when they came, I explained all this to them. Mrs. Grace Salami saw her lying because she was unconscious.
That was when you disclosed to them what
this is what the doctor had
discovered.
Seen. Yes.
Discovered that she was raped repeatedly.
Yes.
And unfortunately, okay, I don't know whether you have, when you get there, you about the, okay, so continue.
So at that point, when she came, she kept on pinching her. She would pinch her hands, pinch her
The woman
legs.
was pinching your daughter?
Yeah, and I asked her, what are you doing that for? And she said she just wants to see if she's still conscious. I said, please don't do that.
Pinching?
So, yes. So
in the presence of everybody?
Yes.
You and who?
My sister was there. And then the head of pastoral was there. So
which other person is there?
It was just us in there.
Okay, and she was pinching the girl?
Yes. So at this point, we started discussing and I pressed record on my phone.
You were recording
Yes.
your conversation? Good.
Yes. So they said, the matron said, you gave us this girl in trust, thinking we could take care of her. Look at what happened to her.
Who was saying that?
The matron, Mrs. Grace Salami.
Confessing to you?
Yes.
Say exactly what she said.
You gave us this girl in trust, thinking we could take care of her. Look at what happened to her. No mother would be happy this happening to her child. And the head of pastoral said, if this has happened to her, who says it has not happened to many others in that school? What kind of vigilance are we saying?
And you have the recording as we speak.
So at that point, they wanted to leave, and I said, no, it was best we see the doctor, so he explains better to them. But when we got down, it was past 5 and he had left. So by 2:15 a.m., the morning of the 22nd June, my daughter gave up. And it was from sepsis, hyperglycemia caused by sepsis, which was triggered by the condom that was left in her, which the doctor later explained to me that if you are operated on and there is an infection, if you have a fever after 3 days, it's no problem. But if there is a fever on the 7th day, it means there is an infection. So from what we got from the school, she could not walk to school on Wednesday, 16th. If you count up to Sunday, if you count on the 5th day, if you count up to Wednesday, Sunday, it was 5 days already. So at that time, infection had set in. And because she was diabetic, her body was already compromised. Her immune system was compromised. But again, later I got to hear from information from the school that the black nurse she referred to, who was Miss Lois Bong, had given her an overdose of dexamethasone, which is a steroid that a diabetic is not supposed to take, because even in a normal human being, it brings down your immunity.
What is the name of the drug?
Dexamethasone.
Who gave her that?
Mrs. Lois Bong.
And that
the black nurse she referred to.
Oh.
And then I also got to hear that when the other nurses, when they heard she had passed and they confronted her, what medication did you? She gave her 5 tablets of dexamethasone and 1 Lorratune. So when they confronted her that you overdosed this girl, she's dead, she now started begging them not to expose her. So
what is her name again?
Miss Lois Bong.
Okay.
The same week my daughter died, she left the school employ.
Oh, she resigned her appointment.
She left the school employ.